Hi everyone, it's the 19th of March. Now we have this blue resistance that just held at the high of yesterday, which has been my target all along. As long as it stays inside this golden channel and above that golden support. Here, there was a little anomaly at the contract rollover because the previous contract broke it, but then the next contract opened way higher, as I explained yesterday. Now we touched that blue top band. Now the big question here is it going to come down, break this golden support, and come all the way down to the blue bottom band? If it does break that golden support, I think we're going to see a very deep pullback all the way to 5,000, well, below 5,000, maybe around 5,100 or maybe just below it, depending on how fast it gets there. Clearly, if it does want to keep on going, it really has to clear this blue resistance, which is a major ascending resistance. So if it gets to that blue top band and break it, that is going to open the way. Actually, it's going to go into the next gear. This bull market would get into the next gear and push on all the way to that golden top band. So this is a very critical time, and we're going to see very soon what happens with it. The red bottom band on the SPX cash, you can see the golden bull flag was broken. The red internal resistance was broken yesterday, but now it's broken back down, which is obviously not ideal because once it breaks down and gets back tested, it shouldn't have been broken up and it shouldn't have been broken down again in such a short period of time. So this is not the ideal scenario for an internal resistance and support line. The red bottom band is going to be the next major potential support. So I'm going to be watching very carefully on that SPX line. And it is, if it gets tested today, it's going to be around 5,120 or so. Dow Jones futures had broken the golden resistance, deep back tested it, the green internal support. Yes, it's very, very sloppy. It's very dented and damaged and all that. But I think when and if we get to the green bottom band, that is going to hold on the futures current contract. It's going to be this level, I think. And if we start a really big push, then 40,000 plus is going to be the target. So we have to watch out on the current contract around 38,650, which is the June contract. The Dow Jones cash, if you can see here, this green bottom band right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is getting tested for the fifth time. I mean, if it does break, then it may break this golden support as well. And then I think we're going to slide. It's going to slide. So this green bottom band is very different to this green bottom band on the futures. Okay, very different chart. You can see it's not even close to the previous highs on the cash CFD. So very different chart from futures to the cash CFD. NASDAQ futures also the same, different chart from SPX, from the cash to the CFD. So this purple support held together with the green internal support right there. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This green internal support is holding the green top band, and it broke down the golden bottom band, but then it broke back up. So we have to remove this one. This has lost its influence right now. Is it going to get all the way to the purple top band from here? And if it does, we may see another pullback from there, and the break to the upside would actually target 19,000 plus. The bearish scenario would be that it comes down to the green internal support, right? This one, and it breaks that one and the purple bottom band to at least come down to where this spike has started, at least, or maybe that green bottom band. So that also again remains to be seen. NASDAQ cash, can see this green internal support was actually broken down. And yesterday, it's kind of like it went back beyond this blue broken support. That again, it actually lost its influence here because it was broken, but it didn't really hold at the back test. I'm talking about the blue one, okay? So that is not ideal. I thought maybe it's going to get there and then start to come down, but it didn't. But the fact that this green internal support resistance rail, it is a rail, as you can see here. Yesterday, it stopped right there, and it's trying to break this blue support one more time. But I don't think this blue support means much because it didn't hold at the back test. So I think there is a good chance that it's going to come down to the red, maybe, or the blue, or the green one, or the way to the green bottom band to erase these gains, right? Very quickly come down and bounce off the green bottom band, which would be a very big buy signal. And I may even argue that it could get to that green while forming the red bull flag. So that would be a very ideal scenario to buy the next dip. Okay, so I'm going to remove this one here, right? This red top band has 2 touches. The red bottom band has only 1 touch. So if it comes down to this green plus red double support, that is going to be around what? 17,460, 65. Ideal scenario. I'm not saying it's going to get there, but if it gets there and we see a bounce, we're going to buy it, because then I think that is going to catapult this NASDAQ really big time, because this green channel would be a very young channel with quite a few touches on the top band, but only 2 touches on the bottom band. So I'm going to be watching that one very carefully. Russell had broken down that blue support and back tested it. That support was broken and the back test held. Now it's coming down to that red bottom band and actually that green bottom band as well. So if this green and red, they both hold, as you can see here, what I can even give you a really exact number, 2023, okay? 2023 would be a double support, that green plus red, and then maybe we may see a big rally starting for the small caps, especially if this red bull flag really holds at the bottom band, and then we start seeing a big rally to break out of the red. FTSE has to break this black resistance. It already cleared the purple, but FTSE has been very, very unreliable. But either way, this purple triangle is now broken. The blue support, I thought maybe it's going to come down to the blue support and break it, but it didn't. And the fact that it has tested the black resistance 1, 2, 3, 4 times, if it can break that black, I think it's going to push on, maybe clear the blue as well, and the ultimate target is just over 8,000. DAX, I mentioned about the blue bottom and potential support, and here we are. It bounced off the 17,875, right? This is where that blue bottom band got tested, and that I said is a potential support, and now it's a confirmed support. That is beautiful bounce, to the last tick. And I missed it. I wanted to catch this one, but it was late last night and I just missed it. I couldn't buy. We should have probably put something like a buy signal here or buy order here, but I didn't. And I thought maybe like tomorrow it's going to be tested and then we can buy it. That's a missed opportunity because it didn't go even 1 tick below that blue bottom band. And now it's already up more than 100 points. It's more than 120 points already. Now the blue top band is obviously the line in the sand, and my target is still 18,007. Depending on how fast it gets there, that red top band is still the target. is it gonna, the blue top band will probably hold at the next touch, pull back, and the break to the upside would be, of course, a buy signal. TLT is inside this golden potential bull flag. I'm not saying anything yet. And the 10-year note, this green channel, okay, is getting back tested. So I'm still thinking it's going to get to the golden top band eventually. But once this back test is over, that is going to happen. Do we have a bull flag here? Well, let's put it into perspective. No, that's not really the precision that I would like. But either way, this green bull flag, this gigantic bull flag, is now broken. And that's why I'm bullish on bonds. And this is a 10-year note. Oil had broken the purple top band. I mean, yes, that's why we are long now. This golden resistance is broken. The purple top band is broken. And I'm going to say this blue channel is our guidance. It's not a channel yet. So if it touches that blue bottom band today, even maybe a touch together with the purple, this is US oil. And the target, the level would be, if it comes down 82.10, 82.20, and that would be actually a buy signal. I would buy it. If you're not long already, 82.10, 82.20 would be a buy to target at least 84, which is going to be that red top band. Brent oil is even more clearer. You can see I have mentioned many times this black sideways channel, the green bull flag was broken. This golden resistance is now broken. This is a long-term resistance zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So many touches. Now that level is broken and even got back tested. So I'm thinking the minimum target is that red top band, which is at 90. Natural gas is trying to break that blue top band. It's not the most precise channel, quite honestly. But either way, I mean, if it gets to the green, maybe pull back one more time, like come down one more time. The blue resistance is not the most precise, or the blue channel, because it's too many overshoots. So I'd rather watch what it wants to do next. But the fact that the red bear flag is broken, the minimum target is a new low. So natural gas is still bearish to me. Gold, this is the futures data, blue resistance, 4 touches on that blue. I mean, if it can break it, then I think gold is going to rally. Let's put it also, this is the spot, 1, 2, 3 touches on that blue resistance. Maybe it comes down and forms this wedge before it runs again. And if we look at the weekly chart, it's this one. So it's kind of like, I'm going to put it on the daily. It's better to see. The daily is backtesting, almost backtesting this green broken resistance. Yeah, so we have to, right? We have to, it has to respect that green broken resistance, even if it doesn't stop at the blue potential support to form the wedge. We may get, I think the lowest it should get is 2,130 to respect that broken major resistance. Silver is coming down from that green resistance right there. 1, 2, 3. This is the back test, and this is another back test, which is why I closed half of the silver long position. Now on the spot chart, because I bought it on spot because of the broken red bull flag, the green broken resistance has been back tested, which is why I closed half of it right here. As soon as I saw it becoming red, I closed half of the position. And now we may see the formation of this blue bull flag. So if it gets to the blue bottom band and we see it coming up to rally, then this green resistance may be broken. And ultimately, on the daily, you'll see a bit more accurate. That blue resistance coming from 2011 high has to be taken out, and the level is 2570. the resistance is 25.60. So fingers crossed. Platinum is extremely disappointing, and the reason is very clear. Look at this. I mean, it had broken this green internal resistance right there and even back tested. And now what is this? It's sold off big time. I mean, yes, I closed half of the position right about here, which is, yes, I'm not going to take a loss on this position, but I'm not going to take any profit either because I'm still keeping the long from 920. And unless this blue bottom band holds, the platinum is probably it just broke down this green support one more time. So which means this green internal resistance support has lost its influence entirely. This shouldn't have happened, but it did, and we have to respect the price action, and nothing else matters really. This is what is happening right now. The only hope that we have, or I have, is that, as I explained, the wedge on gold and silver bull flag, they form, and platinum is going to follow them. So maybe off the blue bottom band, it's going to start to run again. On the platinum, on the futures, it's even worse. Look, this green broken resistance. Like, it was lovely, broken, back tested. The red one was broken to the upside and back tested. Now it's broken back into the red, which is, very, very disappointing. And I thought it's never going to come down below 900. Well, that didn't age well, really, because you can see it's at 900 now. So we'll see. But yeah, it's disappointing. Palladium reversed at the blue resistance, 1, 2, 3. That third touch, perfect touch. And the green bear flag may break to the downside. That's why I keep saying palladium hasn't broken out, and we may come down one more time as long as it stays inside the green bear flag. And actually, if it does break it to the downside, we may see one more big sell-off. So palladium is not out of the woods yet, far from it. Euro came down pretty hard after breaking the red bottom band. So this red bear flag is broken. I have mentioned as a bear flag, and I thought maybe it's going to get to that level unless the red bear flag breaks to the downside. But yeah, and it did. So again, price trumps everything. And it tells me that US dollar is getting stronger again. And there is no reason to fight this sort of action. Similarly, as soon as it bounced, I said this is looking very positive. But when it came down to that blue plus golden double support, I said this is very bearish action. And that's exactly what's happening here. The green bottom band was the last chance, right? This was the last chance to rally, and it blew it. And now it's coming down again. It's broken back this double support, and it's now coming down. Very, very bearish action here. And is it going to come down to that golden bottom band and break it? I think that's now back in the books, and we may come down all the way to 122. All these spiky stuff, we may erase all of those. US dollar Japanese yen actually gave the most bullish signal by breaking out of the golden bull flag, broken back down, and the red bear flag was broken to the upside today, actually overnight. This is extremely bullish because a rising channel breaking to the upside doesn't get any more bullish than that. Not only that, this purple resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is now the 7th touch on that. And of course, the green, look, you can see this was the failed bull flag. Now it's breaking back up. So if US dollar Japanese yen breaks 150.80, right, it becomes a buy signal. And I think it's going to keep on running. And the red uptrend is targeting, 150, the top band is 158. Is it going to get there? I think there is a very good chance it's going to get there. DXY Um, as soon as it filled this gap and it touched the green bottom band, obviously a little bit spiky here, and it started coming up, and I said, this green one is a bull flag potential, and actually it's now testing the green top band, and it stays inside the blue. So off the blue support, clearly the blue top band has to be broken for it to get higher. And if, of course, it has to break back into the red broken bear flag. So there are quite a few forces in play here, which is why I'm a little bit, it looks bullish, more bullish than the others, more bullish than bearish because of the euro and pound and Aussie. They're all looking very bearish, and US dollar, Japanese yen looking very bullish. So I'm leaning bullish on US dollar here. This Aussie dollar bear bull flag broken to the downside, this blue one. This is also super bearish now for Aussie dollar. Clearly, Kiwi, I had mentioned so many times that this golden blue, they have to hold and it has to get higher. But as soon as it broke down the blue support, I closed the long. Similarly, I didn't take a loss because I had already closed half of the position here, but it still doesn't, it leaves a bad taste because I didn't handle it well. I thought the target of the blue top band is going to be tested, and then after that it's going to come down and we could even short it there, but it didn't have the fuel, the strength to get there, and instead it came down hard. And the blue support is broken, the golden supports are broken, the red one is broken, everything is broken. So Kiwi is looking very bearish here. The blue support is gone, and the golden support zone is getting tested. 1, 2, 3. It's even breaking that one down, and that, I think, speaks volumes, and that, I think, Kiwi is opening the way further down. Coffee is still targeting that 170, 171. Yeah, this here is a bull flag potential. Let me show you. Right. If it gets there, I'm talking about if it gets there and bounces, then it could become a large bull flag, the black bottom band, the black top band. So you can see it's still bearish. Wheat made a big move yesterday, but still so far still hasn't really broken out. It's still on that purple support rail from the lows of 2016, okay? But it still has to break the red and the golden resistance, especially the golden resistance, to start a big run. This is April contract. It's off the green support, but it's not really rallying at the moment. But it gives a good, it spiked up, came down to erase the spike. Now it's bounced again. Well, it really has to get to the purple and get to the green. And yeah, anything above the purple is going to look very promising at 560. Soybeans back is looking very positive, I believe, because it tested this multi-year supports. It went back into the green bull flag. Corn, again, it is also, I showed you this blue long-term support as the last chance, and we bounced off that, and it's now inside the green bull flag. So I think when it starts running, it's going to get to the green top band, and I think even break it. But first, the April contract has to break this red major resistance from the highs of last June. Major resistance, so many touches on it. Cocoa, massive break to the upside. I can't believe it, really. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 touches, 2 touches on the bottom band. That's why I turned bullish after the break of the blue, and then the gigantic multi-decade bull flag. And now it's testing that golden top band and even break it. This is now uncharted territory. Is it going to get to 20,000 or 2,000? We're at 8,000. And yeah, the signal was at 2,300 and 2,800. If, some of you may remember. Sugar, it's not, it's bounced off the blue support, but so far it's not running. And May contract is now breaking that golden bear flag. This is extremely bearish for the short to medium term. And also considering that this blue resistance also held its ground. Now the golden resistance is broken, support is broken, and I think it's going to come down all the way to below 20. Cotton still consolidating, but I think at some point it's going to start to run. Very bad days for coins. It didn't test, so Bitcoin didn't really back test this blue broken support. Okay, it fell short, I think, $1,000 or $2,000. So let me show you. Yeah, it came very close to it, but it didn't really touch it. And I thought this black bottom band test is going to run it all the way to that blue resistance, and then maybe we get a reversal. But no, it actually has now broken that black bottom band. Where do we go from here? Then, we may get all the way to that golden broken resistance, which is going to be around 55. Yeah, that golden uptrend was broken to the upside, and we never got a back test. So I think we may get a back test at around 55, 56, which would. So I'm going to show you now another. So this is where the September low was, right? So we can try to put a channel there, yeah, to say, okay, do we have an uptrend or something like this? Even better would be, right, yeah, if it wants to really get to that blue bottom band right there. It's actually quite nicely done. Let me show you in red, okay? Don't confuse it with the other big red. Two touches here, only one touch at its bottom band. So if it comes down to the golden plus red, I think we may see a big run starting. Clearly, it has to come down here very slowly, like come down, pull back up, come down, and somewhere on 7th of April, like it will correct 2-3 weeks and then start the next leg up. That may be in the books now. Ethereum, the black top band, that's the reversal. The bottom band is not very precise, but it's a very long-term one. So that black top, I think we have to agree that this is our uptrend and the top band held. And more importantly, the red broken uptrend didn't hold at the second backtest. This is the first, this is the second. This is looking very bearish all of a sudden. Okay. I will do exact same thing that I did for Bitcoin. So now this is a potential uptrend. I'm going to put it in blue. Let's remove the turquoise one, right? So we'll see whether that blue bottom band eventually gets tested and if it holds, right? This is the two touches on the top. Now the correction has started, so we're going to see whether this thing becomes the next uptrend. Zcash is down big, very not surprising at all. It's the sucker in the family, and it still is. But it's backtesting the red broken trend. So if it wants to keep on running, it has to start the next leg up right from here. Dogecoin, I think I made it very clear that golden resistance has to be broken. So far, it hasn't. And it's now pulling back. I mean, if you had exited your Dogecoin around 18, 19 cents, which I've been pointing out for months, really, for a very long time, like since September, October, after the break of the golden channel, blue bull flag, I said the golden top band is at 18, 19. That's the target. And here we are. That target got tested, almost even broken, but then it fell back. So it never closed above that. Okay. Aave, very disappointing because that red broken sideways channel is not really holding at the back test. So this is not looking very good. ACH is coming for a back test on the blue plus green. I think it's going to start to rally after this. But of course, when Bitcoin is coming down, they don't stand a chance. I mean, similarly, Cardano, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches on that blue resistance, and not a chance. It couldn't really take it out. Now the golden support, golden line is not becoming a support. That is very disappointing. I thought Cardano will already break it, but no. APT is at the golden top band still, so I think we may get a pullback at some point. This is one of the green ones somehow. ATA couldn't break. I mean, did break that red top band, but when Bitcoin corrects, nothing else matters. As simple as that. It really doesn't. So audio coin, you can see I marked it as the double resistance. Now it's coming down from that double resistance at like double. This is only by trading channels, nothing else. That double resistance, blue and red, and that kind of like a potential double resistance when it was getting tested, and then now it's obviously a confirmed double resistance. AVAX is coming down a little bit from the from the previous highs, but it's still looking very, very positive. Chilis, again, one of the best bearish signals here because of the green top band test, right? That is to the last tick. Now it's broken back below that red broken resistance, which is obviously very bad for Chile's bulls. I'm just saying now, let's put it here. Just try to put another perspective here. This is where it started, right? So if it wants to keep on going, it really has to bounce off the blue and break that green major resistance. And the level for that is going to be 11 cents. Anything else? Data still hasn't broken that red major resistance. DYDX is coming down, very disappointing. After the breakout of the blue bull flag and the red, it didn't run all the way to the gold, and now it's come down to backtest the red again. And as long as this golden support stays intact, this support, there is still hope for DYDX. But these are big moves down. ENJ moving back below. Hive, one of my favorites, is not delivering because that green top band held, right? That green resistance held. It came down, and the red bull flag that was broken is now broken back down, which is, these, I keep saying for years and months, coins are only speculation. Don't get married to your coin. Just try to make money, try to make gains, and get in and get out. There is no long-term hold on any of these coins because nobody knows when the big corrections is starting. So I would always advise you to at least get some money off the table while you're in the positive, in the green territory. Jasmy is coming down to that blue plus red. I hope it does. And I think from that red plus blue, it's going to start another run. CAS is very disappointing because it has broken this blue support. It broke back into the golden bull flag, that broken bull flag. Yeah, the only one that can push it higher is this green bottom band, which is now almost getting tested right now. So Chainlink, very disappointing too. I mean, it was off the red bottom band. Now it's broken it. And the golden support is still getting tested, still, there's still hope. But the fact that the red bottom band didn't hold actually is bearish. And the golden support break would actually bring it at least to this golden bottom band. Right, that golden top band held, the golden bottom band would be the next potential support. All right, RSR is coming down for a backtest on the green broken resistance. Render, it didn't get to that red top band, but it's still, in the grand scheme of things, look at this. This is a tiny little correction here. Don't panic. I'll be more worried about the ones that haven't really run, like Zcash. Sandbox, it stopped at the green top and now it broke back down that green support. So it really has to break this green resistance and start to run. Shiba, since the reversal at the red top band, is coming down. Solana is down 10% from the previous highs, and we may get a little bit more downside, but then after that, I'm expecting a new all-time high. Still, I'm expecting a new all-time high. Nothing else really. Ripple is a big loser. Had broken the Red Bull flag, back tested it, and it ran, but without making a new high, it did it. It's coming down one more time. And Monero couldn't take out that blue resistance. I was thinking maybe it is going to break back above, break out of the green so that you can and we can buy, but no, it's actually still inside the screen. So Monero needs to break that blue resistance and the green top band. All right, I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care, guys. Bye.